This is the part 2 of the half angle 105 degrees. However, we will use the sum formulas to figure it out all three tricks function for this angle. I will use 60 plus 45, which make 105 degrees. And I said U is 60 degrees and V is 45 degrees. So I have the point 1 over 2 and radical 3 over 2. Cosine is X, sine is Y, and tangent is Y over X, which radical 3 over 2 over 1 over 2. And the denominator of them are similar, so we cross it out and we have radical 3 over 1, which would make it radical 3. V is 45, which gives us the point radical 2 over 2, radical 2 over 2. Cosine is X, sine is Y, and they are the same number, so when we divide them together, we will get 1. To find sine 105 degrees, we will use the formula sine U cosine V plus cosine U sine V. And basing on this formula, the written information that we have, we can just plug it in for each of them to make it fit. So we get radical 3 over 2 times radical 2 over 2, which make it radical 6 over 4. 1 times radical 2, and which make it radical 2, and 2 times 2, which make it 4. So we get radical 6 over 4 plus radical 2 over 4, which give us radical 6 plus radical 2 all over 4. Next step is cosine of 105 degrees. We use the formula cosine U cosine V minus sine U sine V times sine V. And using the given formula from over here, it will give us 1 over 2 times radical 2 over 2 minus radical 3 over 2 times radical 2 over 2. When we multiply, we'll get radical 2 over 4 minus radical 6 over 4. And combine them together, we get radical 2 minus radical 6 all over 4. Next, we get tangent. We'll do tangent 105 degrees. Using the formula tangent of U plus tangent of V over 1 minus tangent U times tangent V. Tangent U is radical 3, tangent V is 1, and when we add them together, we get 1 plus radical 3. For the denominator, we have 1 minus radical 3 times radical 1. So when we multiply radical 3 times radical 1, radical 3 times 1, we get radical 3. 1 minus radical 3 is the denominator. After that, I multiply by the conjugate of the denominator, which is 1 plus radical 3, top and the bottom. And use FOIL, I get 1 plus 2 radical 3 plus 3. And for the denominator, I get 1 minus 3. Because negative radical 3 times positive radical 3 will give us a negative answer, and radical 3 times radical 3 will give us radical 9, and we can simplify that into 3. We see the like terms, so we combine it to get 4 plus 2 radical 3, and the denominator simplify into negative 2. After that, I find the GCF, which is 2. I factor it out to get 2 times parentheses 2 plus radical 3 all over negative 2. And 2 and 2 cancel out, which is the negative sign to the top, and we get negative of parentheses 2 plus radical 3, close the parentheses, or you can leave the answer by negative 2, negative radical 3, by distribute the negative side into the parentheses. Then, to check and make sure that your problem is correct, you can use the calculator to plug into this number and into this number to see if they are the same. And if they are the same, that means you're correct. And as you can see, tangents for this type of method is the same as tangent for the sum formula. So, thank you for watching.